Good morning everyone, it's Pete Turner here. I'm an entrepreneur, property investor from Sheffield. These are my updates on the two properties that I'm working on at the moment. The first one is was a 3-bed terrace to 4-bed multi-let that I've got in Barnsley. So I've completed that project now. It's in the final stages, and I had some brilliant news this morning, last week, that the completion is going to happen on Wednesday, and I should have my money by next weekend, so I'm really excited about that. So we're paying back some things out of that money. We're in the middle of kitchen renovations at home, so we've knocked down the walls and we're going to put a new kitchen in by September. So I'll give you the before pictures on this. So this is the before pictures. So we had a wall in between the kitchen and this dining room that I'm sat at. So we knocked the wall down, well, my builder did, and then we're just in the middle of putting new spotlights in from the Sparky, and we're going to bring this kitchen out, and we've got a new Wren kitchen going in. So we've got that on 3% finance for 7 years. I always like using credit lines where I can, other people's money for anything like that, but I had to put a couple of grand deposit down and pay for the wall to come down and the replastering and the electrics for the floods to get done. So that's going to come out of the refinance, and then I'm paying my other company back. I owe my other company 8 grand. I've got a consultancy company in IT, and that'll lend 8 grand off to do some of the Barnsley work with. So that's getting paid back. And then we're also buying another house in Rotherham on Fitzwilliam Road. It's about 500 yards from the centre. It's a 2-bed terrace for 57,500. And that one we're going to renovate into another 4-bed multi-let, and then again we're going to refinance that. So figures on Barnsley are 66 in, 14 refurb, 80 grand total. Refinance was 110. The lender wanted to do 70% LTV instead of 75, so we ended up with 27,000 and a half on the refinance, leaving 70%, 30% equity in the house. And then that house has made probably around 500 quid since May a month, because there's been a few maintenance things that I've needed to get sorted. So that's May, June, July. So that's made 1,500 quid so far net profit, and I'll make 700 now for the rest of the year. So that one ended up no money down deal, so free house, and eventually we'll make around £700 a month cash flow, so that was good. On to the next one. I bought this one in my pension, so I transferred everything from my company pensions. I had about 10 of them last year into what's called a SAS in my turnaround pension scheme that's owned by me, so that's good. So I was able to draw down 47,000. I'm still waiting for another 4 grand to be transferred in from Fidelity from my Gleeson pension. I was able to draw down 47 grand of that and invest it in Fitzwilliam Road. You're going to need another 10,500 out of the refinance to get that bought, plus the stamp duties around 2 grand. So we're going to need about, after legals, another 15 grand probably to finish that off. And then we're going to have 10 grand in the bank to cover the JV investment that Lauren and Josh have put in. So thank you two for partnering with us. So they're going to send me over the money when the house completes in 2 weeks time for the refurb, and then we're going to work on a 3-month renovation project, putting in new fire doors, stripping off all the walls and the kitchen and bathroom, putting in new kitchen and bathroom and replaster. It needs new doors, new fire doors for the HMO regs, and pink boarding in the cellar and upstairs, and then probably needs £1,000 worth of roofing. I don't know whether it needs a retile or whether it can be repaired, so we'll see what happens. So that's probably going to be one of our biggest areas, the roof side of things. We've also, our builder is a damp proof expert as well, so we'll see what he finds on the damp when we strip out. Might need to strip to a metre in damp areas and retank with Sovereign in order to get those areas dry. But when we went into the house, it had been empty a while and there was no black spots or damp patches anywhere, so I'm hoping it's going to be good. Then we'll bring the boiler back into service. I've got a really good plumber who does all of that heat engineering type work, so that'll be good. And then once that house has been replastered and redecorated by me and the JV team, and maybe some of you guys can help, then we'll hopefully get that refinanced at around 90 to 100, pull all our money back out, pay back Lauren and Josh on the JV side, and then rent out the house for £1,400 again a month, so about £85, £90 a room on that. £1,400, maybe £1,450 on this one because the rooms are bigger, a month, and then pull out the refinance, pull out the pension, so remortgage with Steve Bench, and then I think we've got 47 in it, and we'll refinance on, say if we refinance on 100,000, that gives 75 grand back, and my outgoings are going to be so 47 plus say 15 for everything, so that's 47 and 15, that's 62, and then 10 grand refurb takes us to 72. So if we refinance then we'll pull out 75 grand and all the pension money and then go again. So we'll pay back Josh and Lauren and then pull the pension out again for another 50 grand this time and go for another one. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. The whole pension thing's a bit complicated, but in my pension I've got 50 grand worth I can take out and spend on houses through my limited company as a loan, and then the other 40,000 is invested at 10% a year with a company called JVIP. They're a property company, so I get 4,000 a year for 4 years, so the pension will grow by 16 grand over 4 years in that investment, and then obviously it'll grow my property portfolio in another 4 years. I'm hoping to have another 8 houses by then, take my portfolio to 14. Anyway, hope that makes sense. Please put any questions or comments in the comment section, and please like the video if you're enjoying the content, because YouTube algorithm likes it. If you've got any questions, put them down below. Please subscribe to the channel, and it's probably time that you turn around your property future. Bye for now.